in the teachings to get a realization of the absolute nature of our mind, or to discover the Buddha nature. Buddha nature, we need two merits. Merit is those are known as accumulation merit, wisdom merit. So this making Ganachakra offering is really one of the very powerful, skillful means of the practices of the Vajrayana teachings. Vajrayana teachings. Teachings, it accumulates immediately so much merit of the, not just accumulation merit, but also wisdom merit in the teaching set. It's very special. Then also during the Ganachakra offering, if we do, for example, of course we couldn't do too much of those, this 10th day puja of Ngurpa Sambhava and the 25th day of the ceremony of the Dakinishin, so that we couldn't do too much. But if you able to do those, are really accumulating so strong merit immediately, but at the same time, it is purifications, is the healings. And what in the teaching said generally since we're practitioners, we can also, even though we're practitioners, I shouldn't say sense, practitioners, we can make a lot of mistakes too. And we make mistakes in the past lifetimes too. And we also sometimes miss our commitment, what we promised, what we to do. And in particular related with vows, such as Vinaya vows, Bodhisattva vows, and the Vajrayana vows is known as Samayas. We break that. But if you do this Ganachakra offering, do that, it is also really like restoring your vows, cleansing those what we broke in Samaya, or the mixed up our vows and all that. We're cleansing that errors and mistakes. Same time we're restoring them and accumulating the merit. So therefore, this Ganachakra offering is very, very special. And Ganachakra is a Sanskrit word. If we translated that in English, maybe the will of the accumulation. Will. W-H-E-E-L. Will of accumulations. Or it can be translated will of assembly. Assemblies. What are those wills? What is? In the teaching said there's 4 wills. 4 wills or 4 accumulations. Or 4. And what I say translated? Assembly?
Yes.
And also it can be translated gathering too. Gathering, accumulation, assemblies. And what is the first gathering? First gathering is fortunately male and female Vidyadharas are gathered together. So that means Sangha members come together to the Ganachakra. It's a gathering of the fortunate Vidyadhara, male and female, or yogi and yoginis gathered together. That is known as the first gathering or first accumulation, first assembly. Second gathering is delightful gathering of the deities or the Buddhas. When we make the Ganachakra offering, we're not just making that just a kind of as like party, but we are really inviting so many invisible enlightened beings that maybe we don't see on that. What are those are known as Vajrayana teaching? Guru, Deva, Dakinis, and the Dharma Palas. All assemblies were invited. So that now all the fortunate gathered, students are gathered or practitioners are gathered. That is one. Not just only, now all the deities, male and female, delightfully gathered to participate of that ceremony and that celebrations, that festival. So that is the second. Third gathering is all the sumptuous offerings are gathered. Sumptuous offerings of the whatever you can offer. Not just one apple or two bananas. That is still okay. If you don't have the capabilities in the remote countries, in the Himalaya region, up in the Ararat mountain, you're alone staying, then maybe you can do that. But some, this offering, it's also is not something that is going to, somebody is going to take that way. You can enjoy that. So, some nice relief offerings. But in the teaching it said that all offerings are dedicated for that purpose, not just a leftover food. Or something that, oh, I couldn't use this for long, it's been in my refrigerator, now I'm going to put that. That is not. Something, whatever it is you can do. Something is a first portion, nice, clean, but dedicated for that. If you kept that in the refrigerator for my ceremonial, Ganachakra ceremony, then it's okay. It's all your intention that you dedicated, you kept in refrigerator or in the what's called freezers. Freezer. You kept it long. Now you defrost it and you bring that. That's the fine. But not just the kind of leftover food to be kept in a long time. That often I do too, but I didn't put it on the top. So on the freezer and then kind of that's not it. You can use your salad, but not for offerings. So that is the really so that is all the sumptuous foods. Sumptuous, whatever good food, whatever you can afford, nice ones. When you put those displays, what in the teaching says, put those all the foods on the right side of the table, ever you have the choice. And the left side of the table, put all the drinks. And particularly drink this time, soft drinks. It's good. Soft drink, all those such as any soft drinks, those like apple ciders, apple cranberry juice, all those really soft drinks, not hard drinks, not too much, because then sometimes if you do that, then it will really could lose our mindfulness of the yogin. Yogin is mindfulness can lose. So therefore, many great masters in modern time mentioned, don't use, just use the soft drinks, which is good for your health, good for all the time. So soft drinks. Drink, put that, all the sumptuous food. So that is like sumptuous offering. Or well, you also, when you put that offerings on the table, then afterward, before the ceremony completed, we should not take that from there and use something else purposes. Completely dedicated that for until we finish the ceremony. That, completely keep that. And the fourth assembly and gathering and accumulation is then the wisdom merit and the accumulation merit. Then it really gathers. What that gathered? Because of all the Sangha members, the harmonious Sangha members that who have practicing together, dedicated together, came to that mandala, and all the joyful delight for the assembly of the deities, gurus, devas, dakinis, the dharma balas came there, and now all the sumptuous offerings that you're making offering, now that yogi and yoginis are very high alert state of the meditative stages. With the visualization of creation stages, complete stages of the dissolving stages. That state is combined together, then you are doing the ceremony. In the teaching, it really will bring the beautiful kind, it's ignited the splendid quality of the realization, and then purify the obstacles, restore then all our lapse of samayas and vows, and purifying the negativities and obscurations. So therefore, is also named Ganachakra. Gana means accumulation, it is. And chakra means well, the continuing, unending wells of these. And then, here it says, so that's really